Hi guys, just a quickie. It's day 13 of Golden Games. I knew something was going to go right, and it did. And I turned a 45-minute walk into an hour and 30 minutes. I did this by going out at 7:15 in the evening when it was still light. I got tempted by a nature trail, which led me into the fields where I live. And then it led me into some more fields. And once I'd gone through quite a few fields, maybe 4 or 5, I came out at clearing and I realised that I was in an area which I did not recognise. And by this time it was getting dark. So what I did is I ran over to a stranger. He was getting out his car on his driveway and I said, "Excuse me, where am I?" Which is quite a broad question. Someone just walks out of the dark and they say, "Where am I?" And he's like, "Sorry?" And I went, "Oh, I'm sorry, no, where am I? I've just walked through a couple of fields and I've come out here. And I actually live in this part, which is where I want to be." And he said, "Right, you've actually gone all the way over to here." And I said, "Okay, so how would I go about getting home?" And he said, "Oh, what, you want to get a bus?" And I went, "No, I was just going to walk home." And he was like, "Well, I don't think you should go back in the fields now it's dark." And I said, "No, I probably shouldn't." So he said, "Well, if you keep walking down this road, you've got a good 15 or 20 minutes, and then you turn right, you're going to get into like the high street area, and you're also going to get back to a point where you can then start walking back in your direction." I thought, okay, great. So what I did was I managed to get myself to a high street actually. Um, I did manage to get myself to the high street where I could then make a phone call, and I actually asked for a lift. Now you may say, why did you need a phone call? Why did any of this happen to you? Well, my data ran out on my phone, and there we go. So what you really need to be careful of is running out of data. Um, because actually our phones, we do rely on for quite a lot of things. So what I really, so I was literally in the position when I got to this part of town, which I don't recognize, and it had gone dark, and basically my phone had run out of data. I phoned my service provider and they wanted me to remember the whole length of my debit card, which I haven't memorized, and I didn't have it with me. I was asked if I was going to get a bus. Well, actually, when I went to the bus stops, because I was using the buses as a way to work out where I was, so I was trying to work out what direction I was walking in. So, I'd been told to walk down the hill, but, obviously there's lots of decisions. Do you go left? Do you go right? Do this? Do that? Have I gone too far? So I was checking in at different bus stops just to see what direction I was walking in. And they don't put maps on the bus stops around here anymore. But what they do is put adverts about how, yes, you can't actually. So I didn't. I'm not a bus person. I don't take buses very often. I used to be a tube person. Now I don't take transport. So this was quite alien to me. But I'm at the bus stop, and it says I was just looking for the directions, but it said, "Oh yeah, so you can't use cash to get on a bus anymore. You have to use an Oyster card, but the Oyster card has to be topped up with money. So you can't just top up on the bus or outside the bus." So my provider, I can't top up my phone to get any data. The bus is not going to let me get on because I don't have a topped up Oyster card. So actually, it seems like things have been made a little bit more difficult with our tap 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 world. But anyway, so that was the problem. So I ran out of data. Now I actually have 2 phones, and the way I'm going to deal with this in the future is that I've got one phone that I use a lot for like music and things like that, which burns up data. If I'm going for a walk like this, I'm going to make sure that I take out the one which I don't use all the data on, because then I know I'm going to be able to access maps and things like that. And I'm going to be able to access taxis. So even though I can't get on a bus anymore, I will be able to access things like taxis. But what I would say to you guys is this is really fun. I did do an hour and a half walk. I really learnt my area to the point I've learnt a new area. There were some amazing places in the fields where I really look forward to doing some fitness videos and things like that. So I discovered that. And now I know where they are. I know what phone to take with me. I know not to go too close to dark if I'm planning to go to, I mean, this was just off the beaten track. I literally just saw the sign and I thought, you know what, it's still like, let's do this. Anyway, it was good fun, and I knew day 13 something had to happen. Something had to happen on Golden Gains. And yeah, I doubled my walk and I got lost. And then I got a lift home. All right, guys, well, good luck. I will see you tomorrow, and tomorrow is my transformation day. So I'm actually getting my hair done. And I haven't had my hair done for a year and a half. So not only is it quite a big, scary step, I haven't been in a salon for 10 years because my friend who was a stylist, she was my friend, so she'd actually come to my house and style, do my hair. And so now this is like a massive step tomorrow. And I look forward to showing you the results. I hope it goes well. All right, well, I hope you're having a good weekend, and let's really go for it on day 14 of Goals and Games. That's our 2-week mark. So, we should be really proud of ourselves. All right then. Bye. Bye.